close. It is one of those rare days that we got off as a family together. So I decided that we'll plan a trip to Hatta. Now Hatta is a place in Dubai, but quite far off from Dubai, and I have to make a plan, so I asked ChatGPT to make a plan for me for a one-day itinerary. And ChatGPT made a beautiful itinerary for me for one day, and also it gave me a cost estimate, and it gave me things what to pack and what to keep and how to be prepared for the trip.
In 3 kilometers, take the exit towards Sharjah Kalwa Road, E102.
We got up early in the morning, we had our breakfast and we were on road by 9 a.m. in the morning. It took almost 1 hour 45 minutes for us to reach Hatta for a distance of 126 kilometers. It started off like 6-way lanes and then it went on to 3-way lanes and then finally to 2-way traffic. And the final part of the travel to Hatta was the most fascinating, where you go through mountain ranges, which is quite rare to see in UAE especially. Of course, you have some other places also, but you live in a city and you don't find to see any of those mountain ranges, and then you find some nice fascinating view. That's the beautiful part of traveling to Hatta. When we reached there, we went directly straight to the Hatta Dam. We wanted to go straight to the Hatta Dam, but unfortunately that was not possible because it was a crowded, it was holiday, and there are multiple level parkings, and we had to go to the parking number 3, which is 1.3 kilometers away from the Hatta Dam. But the good thing is they have shuttles, free shuttles, which take you to the Hatta Dam. So we parked our car, we took the shuttle, we went to the Hatta Dam. Most of the water activities are boatings related to the water. You can do kayaks, donut boating, electric boating, pedal boating. Most often people who come as individuals, they prefer to use the kayak boating, but that's what's most fascinating thing there. But we just wanted to stick to the basics of what we know, and we stuck to the pedal boating there. 1 hour. After that, we wanted to stick to ChatGPT's plans and we took a trip to the Heritage Village. So as we entered the Heritage Village, we thought it is actually just a display of the ancient items there, of their culture. Yes, it looks good as you go through there, but it looked initially just like as you're going to walk through and you're going to finish the Heritage Village. I think it's just show. But as when you went inside, there is also a place called Hatta Falaj, the cave. That's the best part. And there is a person who explains to you what happens when you go inside, although we understood only very little there because they were trying to be very fast to all the customers. We actually thought by the way they explained that the water level will come until here up to 3 feet or 5 feet, but that's not what they explained. We have to bend down up to 3 feet because the cave gets lower and lower towards the end, and you'll have to turn around and come. So what I thought initially was the water level is going to get until this end and then we'll have to turn around. But that was not. The water level is going to remain until your ankles. They are clear water, very safe to go. But I have to tell you, I was a little bit claustrophobic especially when some more people were ahead of me. Seeing so much of people there, felt a little claustrophobic, but it's well lit, well ventilated. It's not necessary to be claustrophobic also. Once you finish the trip, you will realize it need not be. Old caves.
So now we are in deep resting.
Okay.
14.5 meters. So
Okay.
this one is the maximum depth.
Right.
14 depth. So now we are near the last point.
Okay.
Starting height is 5.5,
Okay.
then 5, then 4.5. Down, down and down.
Okay.
So at the last point there are source of the flush,
Okay.
but bit narrow. So there are the height issue also and the place also narrow.
Okay.
They will come out, we will go. Okay?
Okay. The space is getting lower and narrower. You're okay? Hold my hand if you want. Again, my hand is right behind me. You can hold.
Okay, you can see from there also, sir, the water coming from here. With that sort of.
Okay.
Okay. This is the last point. The water coming from. So you can see the back here.
By this time we were hungry, so we took a drive to Hatta Fort View Hotel. That's very nice. That's the best place I would recommend that you can go. We had a nice 1 hour lunch there peacefully. Even after the lunch, we just sat back behind the chairs, relaxed for some time before we moved out to the next place. The next place where we went was one of the final destinations. It's called Hatta Wadi Hub. So we underestimated this place. We thought initially time of around 30 minutes or 40 minutes would be sufficient. So after lunch, we just thought we'll go there just to get some kid activities there. We went there. We started off with some kid activities. It started right from outside. But as we finished that and we went inside, deeper and deeper, the activities do not end. There are so many different activities. You will need at least one full day just to explore the Wadi Hub. Or if you're cramped for time, at least you can finish it off in half a day. But in 1 hour, absolutely not possible. You can do cycling, there are some water related sports there, water games, and so many things you can just talk about. Finally, my kid wanted to do some quad biking there. He initially was afraid because he has never ridden a quad bike. There are more eating places, right? Aerial Adventure Park. So we had a nice cup of a hot coffee before we have a nice long drive back, and then we started off back. Around 6:30 we left Hatta. It was almost very dark at 6:30, and the roads, the initial part of the roads which were the two-way lane, they were not having road lamps, and it was quite dark, but still the roads are good enough so you can easily go and come, and then back to the three-way lanes and then back to the six-way lanes until we reached back Dubai at around 8:30 to 9 p.m. So that's it. That was a trip to Hatta.